What is up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Camper Report. I'm a little bit over. I believe it's what time is it? I don't have my glasses on, so I can't read that well. 10:35. So I'm 5 minutes over. I apologize once again. I did realize, the games are in 20 minutes, so most of you guys are already watching that. I wanted to sleep in. I don't get to do that a ton, so I decided to make this a later show. There might not be very many of you watching because there is a lot of Grandizer brought up a good point in the comments. A lot of content creators go live around this time, so definitely, I'll make this quick. I'll make this short. I apologize if again, I probably should have done this earlier, but I wanted to sleep in, whatever. I wanted to come in because I didn't get to actually go live on, and I apologize for not doing as many shorts because I was considering going live Thursday night, but the next morning for Thursday night, uh, Thursday night is when the Christian McCaffrey trade went down. The next morning, I had a cross country meet. It was actually regionals. We made it to state, but I had a cross country meet, and so I had to go to bed early. I didn't really feel like doing a live that day, and then Friday I was busy the whole day, and then yesterday I could have squeezed in a show, but I don't. I'm working on a logo right now, a new logo for my show. It will be a quick show, yes. But if anyone's tuning in, wants to call in, give their thoughts on the Christian McCaffrey thing. Again, this is now 3 days, almost 3 days in the making. So we all know, that he's gotten traded. Um, it's no surprise, whatever. But I apologize once again for not going live earlier. I just have been pretty busy the last few days. But let's get to I think okay, so my I'm gonna give you my take on Christian McCaffrey, and I think let's start with the Kyle Shanahan aspect of it. I think if you're Kyle Shanahan, this is just my take, but I think if you're Kyle Shanahan, there's a potential that this could be your last year. Now, a lot of people say, like, maybe Kyle Shanahan was feeling the pressure from the organization of not winning and the offense being a little bit stagnant. And maybe the owners said, "Hey, your offense isn't great. You need to figure it out and figure it out quick." And that's just my take. I think maybe he was feeling the pressure from the organization to make something happen quick. Because again, you've got all this talent around you. Even though we hadn't made any huge moves except for trading for Trey Lance up in the draft, even though we hadn't made any huge moves, like the Rams had for trading all of these players, we do have a lot of talent. And so the only big move I think we made in the last few years was Trey Lance. But we do have a ton of talent. We got Charvarius Ward in free agency. So we do have a ton of talent that this team has accumulated over the last few years. So the organization was like, you have the talent this year. The defense is going to be dominant. All you have to do, Kyle Shanahan, is have a somewhat successful offense. That had not been happening with these first few games. So he's feeling the pressure and he needs to make a move. He goes and gets Christian McCaffrey. For me, I think you're staking your reputation on this because a lot of people said that I've talked to said, no, if this doesn't work out, he's still not gone. Possibly, but here's the thing. You've basically mortgaged your future for next year, your ability to get any new young players for next year. I think you are staking your future on Christian McCaffrey and what happens to Christian McCaffrey. I think if Kyle Shanahan doesn't at least make the Super Bowl or win it, he's out for this year. And what he's banking on is because Elijah Mitchell's going to come back maybe in a few weeks. Jason Verrett's just getting healthy now. He's not going to play today. And then Trent Williams coming back, Nick Bosa coming back, Eric Armstead coming back. He's banking on all of these guys getting healthy at the right time so the 49ers can make a run. And it's a good, it's a risk, but it is a pretty good risk because, I mean, today, I mean, we're getting Nick Bosa, Trent Williams, not, I don't think Eric Armstead, but Samson Ebicom. Can I think of any other ones? There's a few other guys, but we're getting guys back today. So we're getting more and more healthy as the year goes on. Hopefully those guys can stay healthy, but he's just banking on the health of his players and Christian McCaffrey. And it's a huge risk because Christian McCaffrey, as we know, has a lot of injuries, has always had a lot of injuries. So it's a huge risk to ask him to stay healthy for the whole year. But if he does, you're probably winning the Super Bowl. It's a good fit, you know. It's a really, I mean, you have Jimmy Garoppolo now with this offense is stacked. I mean, absolutely stacked. Um, it, I would be surprised if everything goes right. Yes, I think we could be Super Bowl champions, but it's a huge risk, and I think he's staking his reputation and his job on this one player. And if it doesn't work out this year, I wouldn't be surprised if Kyle Shanahan is out this year. I wouldn't be surprised. That's my hot take. Um, I haven't heard a lot of people say that. I think a lot of people are thinking he's probably still with the 49ers after this year, even if it doesn't work out. I wouldn't be so sure about that. I wouldn't be so sure about that because next year you have like a sixth. You really don't have very many picks, and actually, you're gonna get the compensatory picks for I think Mike McDaniel. If D'Amico Ryans is a head coach, you'll get a compensatory pick for that as well. So you're going to get a few compensatory third round picks, but still, I mean, you really don't, you have a few picks in next year. Like you can go play golf for the first 2 days of the draft if you really wanted to, because they're really not going to have much action with the first 2 days. Um, Everyone is popping on after 12 hours. The CMC news is old news. The sports world moves fast. Yeah, and I apologize once again. I should have posted something earlier. I hope he's not on the hot seat. He needs to be held accountable. Yeah, oh, sorry. I hope he's on the hot seat. Sorry. Forgive me. I don't have my glasses on. I sometimes I might get things wrong. But yeah, I really do too, because this is a make or break move. This is the biggest move I've seen the 49ers make since trading up for Trey Lance. I mean, they've built talent around it, like in this team, but that talent hasn't been built by making huge moves. It's been built by slowly drafting players, developing players, and then getting guys in free agency. But I mean, Charvarius Ward wasn't a huge move. That was only $13 million a year. Robert Saleh pick 2. Oh yeah, okay, that's right. Yep. You should be punished for not going live sooner. Ben, yeah, just kidding. Yeah. Go get your glasses. They are your signature mark. I don't know. I'm gonna get contacts soon because I don't like the way I look in them. Just saying. But yeah, so let's talk about the Christian McCaffrey aspect of this. I think with Deebo Samuel. Now, if you guys want to call in, link is in the description. Go call in, guys, because yeah, we can talk about anything. I'm gonna be here for the next probably 20 minutes. But Christian McCaffrey, the Christian McCaffrey part of this, I think this opens up the offense a lot for you. I think you're even though there's a lot more weapons on this offense than there was on the Panthers offense, I think it opens it up for you because you have a quarterback who's definitely going to throw your way. You have a coach who, when he gets in tight situations, and that's another thing. Like, I hope Kyle Shanahan, when he gets in a tight situation, we saw it with Deebo Samuel last year. Hopefully Kyle Shanahan doesn't use Christian McCaffrey too much, because that's my only concern is he uses him too much and he injures him. And he's done that with several players over and over. I mean, Deebo Samuel, he's done it with Jeff Wilson. He's done it with what's his name? Jeff Wilson hasn't gotten injured, but he definitely has lost gas. We've seen in some games he's just absolutely gassed. But he's done it with Elijah Mitchell. So he does it with a lot of running backs. He tends to lean on them a little bit, but I really hope he doesn't do that. So it's a good fit for Christian McCaffrey because you have Deebo Samuel, who they're going to motion in the backfield as well. They're going to try to do some trickery with him as well. There's going to be a lot of checkdowns going to him, like David McNew says here. So it's a good fit for him. As long as he doesn't get injured, I do see him staying with the 49ers long term because I think the 49ers, I don't think they can cut him because I think it's $12 million next year, and I'm pretty sure the Panthers are taking most of that salary. But you really can't cut him because it's too much guaranteed. I mean, so he's at least stuck with the 49ers for the next. I mean, I can go look at his contract logistic. I have it pulled up. Let me see right here. His contract for next year is 2023 is 11.8 million. 2025. So it ends he's a free agent unrestricted free agent in 2026. I want to see how much is guaranteed. I believe dead cap. So signing, restructure, cap hit is 12 million. So it's all guaranteed basically. And that's tough. That really is tough. So I don't see them moving on for him next year. It's not like an Emmanuel Sanders thing. So you have to be in it for the long term. And maybe if Kyle Shanahan's not out after this year, like, I guess what I'm trying to say is I think he might not be, like, here's the thing. He might not be out after this year. I'm just saying that he might be out after this year. But the other aspect of it is he might not be out after this year because I think who else better is out there? I mean, everyone wants to bring up Sean Payton, but Sean Payton, I know a team that would actually be perfect, and this is kind of a hot take as well, but the Chargers. I think Brandon Staley's really, letting that team down. And if they fire him, who wouldn't want to play with Justin Herbert, Austin Eckler, Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, even if some of those guys are gone? There's a lot of talent on that team. I don't think the 49ers are a front runner for Sean Payton at all. I really don't. And also, maybe Sean Payton maybe wouldn't want to go to the Chargers because it's such a stacked conference, but that's a really freaking good fit. Go get your glasses. They are a signature mark. Oh, I already read that one. Sorry. Those are like cool 1970 glasses. Buddy Holly wore glasses. Yeah. Okay. This should make all those checks downs, Jimmy. No. Oh, sorry. I need to put on my glasses, man. Hold on. Okay. Okay. There we go. This should make all those check downs, Jimmy G into more. Yeah. He's going to check the ball down a lot. But let's talk about, let's see. Do I have anything else on this? Yeah, a lot of picks. Second, third, and fourth round next year. So that should be a lot. Yeah, so let's get to Keys versus Chiefs versus Bills. I looked at my YouTube channel and I was like, I actually didn't, because I did Keys to Bills versus to Chiefs versus 49ers with Niner sickness. But I looked at my YouTube channel, I was like, oh shoot, like I didn't post it. So I will be posting Keys to like the show that I did on Tuesday, Niner Sickness. I'll be posting that Keys to 49ers versus Chiefs after this show has ended. So I'll be posting that. So look out for that video. But real quick, Keys. I think the biggest key in this game is Charvarius Ward, the health of Charvarius Ward, because this secondary, now we do have Nick Bosa back. That's going to help. But this is a good Chiefs offensive line. They're top 5. They have what's his name? Ooh, they got the guy from the Texans, and he's really good. So, anyways, top 5. Nick Bosa is coming back. People are getting healthy. That's great. But I think your corners without Charvarius Ward are Samuel Womack and Demondour Lenoir and Deontay Johnson. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I think the only way they even have a chance of winning this game is with Charvarius Ward playing. He's questionable. I don't think a status has come out on him yet. But if Charvarius Ward plays, I want to say the 49ers get close but still lose 24-21. Because, again, Christian McCaffrey is going to be on a snap count. There's no doubt about it. He's playing, but he's going to be on a snap count. I'm even surprised that he is playing because he got traded Thursday night and it's now Sunday. It's 48 hours, a little more than 48 hours later. I really don't. It's like it's about 60 hours later. So a little more than 2 days. I don't think he's really going to have much work in this game. So it's not going to make much of a difference. I think if like the way the Bills beat the Chiefs, they played like they rushed 4 and they played 2 safeties deep and they played press man coverage. And they dropped as many guys into coverage as possible. That's what the 49ers are going to have to do to beat the Chiefs. But you need Charvarius Ward because it's like Patrick Mahomes is going to cook without Charvarius if Charvarius Ward doesn't play on this team to this week. It's just I don't trust either of Samuel Womack, Deommodore Lenoir to really make a difference. We saw how it was against the Falcons. It could be worse because this Chiefs team is really good. So you have to make up for that guy. And Charvarius Ward, I think if Charvarius Ward doesn't play, it's going to be 30. I'm projecting it right now, 30-17 Chiefs win. If he does play, 24-21. I think it's going to be really close if he does play. It's in San Francisco, but I just don't see a world where we don't win without Charvarius Ward. David McNews says this should make all the. Oh, okay, you already said. Kyle needs to use all 3 running backs he has. Yeah, he does. He does, and that's why, like, when Elijah Mitchell comes back, please, Kyle Shanahan, I beg you, please use Elijah Mitchell for at least a few carries a game. Use Jeff Wilson for at least a few carries a game. And limit Christian McCaffrey's workload to 12 to 15 carries. Not more than that, please. And this should make Deebo Samuel more of a receiver. But it will be scary, but it's just like use him correctly. Because if you don't, you're looking at an injury within the first few weeks of Christian McCaffrey. I mean, that's just the reality of it. Let's see what another key is I have. I mean, the Chiefs, another big matchup to look for in this game, Jimmy Ward versus Travis Kelce. Now, I don't really know how healthy Jimmy Ward is. It's going to be hard to play with a club of a fist because he broke his hand. He's playing this week. I think that's really key because Travis Kelce is the main part of that offense. I think everything runs through Travis Kelce. If you shut down Travis Kelce, then I think that offense is actually not that daunting. But he's a big factor. He's going to get a ton of targets. Last week, he got 11 targets, 8 catches, 100 yards. He's a big factor. He's going to be the one that the 49ers need to focus on. And Jimmy Ward is better than nobody. I think Jimmy Ward guarding Travis Kelce, even though he is injured, like he has that club on his hand. I think it's better than, what's his name? It's better than the Bears guy that we got from that used to play for the Bears. Even though that guy was good, I think it's still better than him just because he does have better coverage skills and it's going to make a difference. So if we can limit Travis Kelce or do what we did with Cooper Kupp, let Cooper Kupp have all the yards, but don't give up any big plays. Limit the big plays by putting 2 safeties deep, dropping 7 people back in coverage, and trying to get to Patrick Mahomes. I mean, that's the only way we do it. That's the only way we're going to win this game. And I think it could be a lot closer than because Tuesday I was in a somber mood. I was thinking we're going to get blown out. I'm in a little bit better of a mood now. I mean, I think it could be pretty close. It's going to have to depend on, I think, it does help that Trent Williams is coming back because Chris Jones for the Chiefs, they're going to try to line him up outside versus Mike McGlinchey. I mean, I'm not looking forward to that. So that's another big one. Like, how can you limit because this is the first time these two teams have met since the Super Bowl, and Chris Jones in the Super Bowl, the defensive tackle for them, wrecked us. I mean, they absolutely dominated us. So expect us to run the ball a lot, but hopefully we can limit the impact that Chris Jones has on this game. I mean, yeah, those are the keys to winning. I mean, shutting down Travis Kelce or at least limiting him or finding ways to limit the other players, like basically like what we did with the Rams with Cooper Kupp. He can get all of his work, but as long as we shut down everybody else. I don't really think, even though the run game has been decent for the Chiefs this year, I think our run game will be fine because Clyde Edwards-Helaire, I mean, I don't really see any running backs that are that daunting on that team. So I want to say, I mean, I think if we can shut down the run, which that shouldn't be a problem, and then try to limit Travis Kelce, I mean, that's a huge one. Ben wears the glasses. Call him Benny. Looks like a sports writer that is in the booth at the games. Yeah, thank you, man. Thanks for the support. Uh, yeah, so those are my keys. If anyone wants to call in, if anyone has any comments, drop your predictions in the chat. It's a cloudy day here. I mean, it's definitely cold. A good day to watch some football. Put a hoodie on. This one kind of feels like a blanket. I love it. And then get some coffee as usual. I like my coffee strong. I don't really drink coffee too often. Sometimes I will. But it doesn't really give me a boost. Game starts in 5 minutes. Yeah, let's quickly look at the slate of games because I actually haven't paid too much attention. So the 11 o'clock games, Browns versus Ravens, that should be pretty good. I expect the Ravens to win. The Browns are definitely starting that tough stretch of their schedule. They're 2-4. And I don't know. The Browns started off pretty good in this season, but if you look at that schedule after the first 5 games, they for at least 6 weeks, they hit some tough games. Buccaneers, Panthers. I expect Buccaneers to absolutely blow them out. Panthers are in shambles. Falcons, Bengals. That should be interesting. Falcons actually aren't a bad team. Lions, Cowboys. That should be probably Lions win. Giants, Jaguars. That's a pretty good game. I expect Giants to win that one. Jaguars, I didn't expect the Jaguars to be a outlier team. To be a team that started off good and then have been struggling, because I actually thought, the Jaguars have a pretty talented roster. They could keep this going and maybe have 10 wins, but no, I mean, I remember talking to Michael Davis. Go shout out him. Drop the Mic Wrestling Podcast, I believe it's called. Go look it up on YouTube. Michael Davis, he's out of my hometown, North Carolina, Wilkes County, North Carolina. But he said Jaguars are an outlier, the Jaguars are a team that will struggle. They've started off good, but they're going to be a team that will be struggling. I initially said Jaguars will be a good team and the Giants will struggle, but he said Jaguars are going to be a team that their success will be short-lived, and he was right. I thought he was wrong, but he was right. Packers, Commanders, that's not that great. Both teams kind of dumpster fires. Please, Aaron Jones has to score me more than 5 points in fantasy this week. Colts, Titans, Texans, Raiders, Jets. Jets, Broncos is at 205. Not a great slate of 11 o'clock games. It's okay. Damian Lee, 33-24 Chiefs. Wow. You think we're giving up that many to the Chiefs? I think if Charvarius Ward doesn't play, then yes, I do agree with you there. 24 points from the 49ers offense. I don't know. I just don't think we score that much without. I mean, Christian McCaffrey will maybe play 20 snaps. I don't think he's going to do much. Again, he's had a day. Really, he's had 2 full days because he flew out, I believe, on Friday. He really has had a day and a half to prepare. I mean, 2 days at the most to prepare. So, I don't know. Yeah, guys, this has been a lot of fun. There were some people in here, so thank you. Thank you once again for all the support. I will be probably working on a new logo within the next month. I haven't really started on it, but I do have some ideas for a new logo. So, I'm still going to be called the Camper Report, but I definitely want to change it up a little bit. I have some ideas. Hopefully I can get to it soon. And yeah, guys, I mean, have a good rest of your day. Kyle will use CMC as a decoy. Yeah, no, I completely agree. Expect a lot of big plays when he's on, because he's the type of player that makes so much of an impact that, like, you can't, like, even though he doesn't really know the offense, you can't really underestimate him ever. So that I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to what Kyle Shanahan will do with him. It's just if the 49ers don't go from, like, they were a bottom 5 team without their defense at its best. We saw it against the Falcons. I mean, if they don't go from being a not really that good offense to being, if they're not like a really good offense, then I'm going to be disappointed, because this offense really could be. I mean, they don't have the greatest offensive line, but then again, the offensive line hasn't been playing that bad. CG Ruthless Sports, CG Ruthless 49ers Talk, now he's 49ers Talk. He changed his name, I think. But you haven't hopped on in a while, so it's good to see you. I see you have a new logo. That's pretty cool. So he says, "Hey, how's it going? Salute to you." Again, guys, if anyone wants, now the games are starting, so if anyone wants to call in, feel free. Link in the description. Let's see. 49ers kickoff at 2:25. I don't know why that game is not Sunday night. I mean, Sunday night games are Steelers Dolphins. Like, why? Bears Patriots is Monday night. Yeah, I don't know what the heck. It's a secondary channel. Okay, interesting. Cool. I'll check it out. I'll go subscribe. I am subscribed to your other one, but I'll go subscribe for sure. For sure. Anyways, guys, this has been a lot of fun. Go have a good rest of your day. I'm going to go have some breakfast and drink the rest of this. And I will see you guys on the flip side. Game on. Yep. Grandizer, I hope the Dolphins win tonight. I don't know why you guys are in primetime. My main one is interviews. Okay. Interesting. I'll check it out for sure. This other one. Anyways, guys, have a good rest of your day. You available next week, he says. Yes, actually, I am, because this week I have state. So basically, quick update. So this week I probably won't be going on much for my show, because regionals. We made regionals, and by the way, there's going to be a new background here. So it's been a little bit messy. Like, all these numbers are not really, they're not aligned, whatever. So I'm going to definitely clean this background up a little bit. It'll be a lot cleaner for sure. But so this week I made regionals. Well, we actually were regional champions for the Western Slope of Colorado. So that was a big achievement. And so we're making state. So this week is the week of state. It's kind of a preparation week. I'm going to be leaving on Friday to Colorado Springs, which is about 4 hours away from here, to go and compete for state. And then I'll be competing Saturday. So this week should be pretty busy. But to answer your question, if you are still here, CG Ruthless, I will be available. Next week should be a perfect week. I'll be doing a ton of shows, because next week is the week where basketball isn't starting and cross country has just ended. So I'll have a lot of time next week. So yes, hit me up on Twitter. We could do a show if that's what you're inquiring about. But yes, I am available next week for sure. Can't call in. Games are on. Yeah, I understand. Steelers versus Dolphins, because Flores and Tua. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, I forgot that he went to the Steelers. Gotcha, bro. Yeah. I should be able to do quite a few shows, be able to get on a few shows next week, because, and then the week after basketball starts, but it won't be really intense because it'll be the beginning of basketball. We won't have very many games. So, I mean, I should be for the next few weeks, except for this week. This week will be pretty busy, but then the week after, for the next few weeks, I should be good to go. Yeah, anyway, everyone, this has been a lot of fun. We've been here for 30 minutes. Have a good rest of your day. I will see you guys later. Hopefully the Niners win. I don't really expect them to. Low expectation games, but I didn't expect them to beat the Rams either, and we did. So, have a good week, Ben. Yes. You too. And again, if the 49ers win, here's how I look at it. if the 49ers, some implications real quick before I go. I know I've said bye a lot of times, but real quick, if the 49ers lose this game, we're 3-4. But we have an easy matchup against the Rams. Well, not easy, but I think we should win that matchup against the Rams. Should be pretty easy next week. The week well, like not this week, not today, but the week after. We'll beat the Rams. We'll be 4-4, and we'll still be number one in the division. Yeah, division, because we'll be 3-4 if we lose that today, and then if we beat the Rams 4-4, we either at the very worst should be tied for the division, and at the very best we should be first. Because even if the Rams win today, they'll be 4-3. We'll be 3-4. And then if we beat the Rams, we'll be 4-4, and they'll be 4-4, and we'll have the tiebreaker. And I mean, who knows with the Seahawks what they're doing? But even if the Seahawks are tied with us, we'll still have the tiebreaker. So either way I look at this, this isn't a super must-win games as far as like division implication, but we do want to win this game just because for bragging rights and to get us a better record and to get us a little bit of a leeway on the NFC West. Don't call the Lambs easy. They'll be fighting for their lives. That's true. That's true. They're going to be a lot hungrier than they were last time, for sure. I just think that that's one of the easier games on our schedules because we've proven that we can beat them. Yeah, anyways, guys, I'll see you guys later. I'm going to go watch some games. Well, probably eat some breakfast and then go watch some games. But yeah, have a good rest of your day, guys. Peace out.